Have you ever bought something at a garage sale, thinking you got a pretty good deal? Maybe a vintage t-shirt, a quirky lamp, or a set of old records. Well, I thought I'd found a neat little trinket for my mother in a small, dusty vase, sitting on a wobbly table with a sticker that said $2. I figured, hey, she likes this sort of thing. It's got a bit of character. Little did I know that $2 vase was about to turn our entire world upside down. And I mean completely. My mother-in-law, let's call her Helen, is one of those people who is notoriously hard to buy gifts for. She has everything she needs, and her taste is specific. So, when her birthday was rolling around last year, I was starting to panic. I'm walking through my neighborhood one Saturday morning, and I see a garage sale sign. I almost walked right past it, but something made me stop. And there it was, a small porcelain vase, about 8 inches tall. It was covered in a layer of grime, but I could see these beautiful, intricate floral patterns underneath. It had this elegant, almost regal shape. For $2, I thought, what's the harm? It looked old, maybe a little special, so we booted. Cleaned it up a bit with a soft cloth, and it looked even better. The colors were so vibrant. When I gave it to her, she was polite, as always. She said, "Oh, how lovely," and gave me that tight-lipped smile. That means she is trying to figure out where on earth she is going to put this thing. She placed it on a side table in her living room, and that was that. Or so I thought. For the next few months, it just sat there, collecting dust again. A cute, but ultimately forgotten, $2 garage sale gift. Then one afternoon, I get a frantic phone call from Helen. She's talking a mile a minute. I can barely understand her. All I can make out is the Vase Antique Show, an expat. It turns out one of her friends, who's a bit of an antique enthusiast, came over for tea. This friend took one look at the vase and nearly dropped her teacup. She told Helen, "You need to get this looked at immediately." So Helen, bless her heart, thinking her friend was just being dramatic, decided to humor her. She packed up the vase in a shoebox and took it to a local antique roadshow that was passing through town. She told me she felt a little silly, waiting in line with people who had giant grandfather clocks and paintings from their great-great-grandparents. She finally gets to the expert, a stern-looking man with little spectacles. He takes the vase, turns it over, looks at the bottom, and his entire expression changes. He goes completely silent. He pulled out a magnifying glass, a special little light, and started examining every inch of it. The crowd around the table started to get quiet, sensing something was happening. After what felt like an eternity, he looked up at my mother-in-law, his eyes wide. He asked her where she got it. Helen, a bit flustered, just said, "Oh, it was a gift." The expert then cleared his throat and told her that the mark on the bottom of the vase indicated it was from the 18th century, specifically from the personal collection of a Qianlong Emperor of China. He said it was an incredibly rare double-gourd vase, and one of only a handful known to exist. He gave her a preliminary valuation on the spot. He said, conservatively, "This is worth at least $500,000. My mother-in-law nearly fainted. $500,000 for the dusty little thing I bought for $2 next to a box of old VHS tapes. She called me right after that, and I almost drove off the road. We were all in complete and utter shock. We thought that was the end of the story. A crazy, unbelievable turn of events. But it was just the beginning. The news spread like wildfire in the antique world. Prestigious auction houses started calling. Experts flew in from London, Hong Kong, and New York to see the vase in person. They confirmed the initial assessment. It wasn't just a rare piece, it was a masterpiece, a lost treasure. The craftsmanship, the specific shade of the glaze, the pear-shaped body, it was all perfect. It was a genuine imperial artifact that had somehow ended up at a suburban garage sale. We still have no idea how it got there. The family who sold it had no clue. It was just something they found in their grandmother's attic. Helen decided to put it up for auction. The family was a nervous wreck on auction day. We watched the live stream from her living room, the same room where the vase had sat unnoticed for months. The bidding started high and just kept climbing. 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. The auctioneer's voice was a blur. Every time the gavel was about to fall, another bid would come in. My heart was pounding out of my chest. The bidding finally slowed down around 17, 18 million. The auctioneer called out, going once, going twice, ... and then, bang, sold for $19 million. $19 million. For a $2 garage sale vase. We just sat there in stunned silence. 10? My mother-in-law started laughing, and then crying, and then we all were. It was the most surreal moment of my life. To think that I, the person who always gives her the most awkward, questionable gifts, had accidentally handed her a winning lottery ticket. So what happened next? Well, a lot changed, but also not much at all. Helen, being the wonderful person she is, was incredibly generous. She paid off her house, set up education funds for all her grandchildren, and donated a huge amount to her favorite charities. She even gave me a finder's fee, as she called it, which was substantial. Let's just say I won't be stressing about gift giving for a very long time. But the funniest part of all this, the other day, I asked her what she was going to do with her newfound fortune. She just smiled and said she was thinking of finally redoing her kitchen. And you know what she put on that side table where the multi-million-dollar vase used to be? A framed photo of the two of us from that day at the auction. This whole experience has taught me that you truly never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. It's a wild world out there, so maybe next time you're at a garage sale, take a second look at that dusty old junk. You might not find a $90 million vase, but you never know. The real treasure might just be the story you walk away with. Thanks so much for watching and letting me share this absolutely insane story with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.